Well, hello everyone. A very pleasant good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever it is that you might be watching us right now. I want to welcome every one of you. It is so good to have you. Okay, let me. But maybe some of you want me to button my chest all the way up like I'm choking. So I will do that. It looks very choky, but it's choky, but I think it's good. If it's getting a little too thing there, I will do it there. Ogichi, how are you? Oh, there in Nigeria. God bless you. Standing firm, Proctor, Gladys, Jills. I just feel like just saying hi to some of you. N.G. Grell, Brenda Cunningham, Camille Foster. I am just so happy to see you, Camille. You are loved, you are appreciated. Judith, Joseph, good afternoon. Some of you can come back on if you are there and you said present because I don't want to go scrolling. I want you to just come on board. Well, here we are, people. I was supposed to be going down. Thank you, Brenda. You are just so nice. I'm a little more comfortable with it like this here because kind of feel like I'm choking. So I don't have hair on my chest, so that would not offend anybody there. So Athenia, Catherine, Olivache, Roots and Culture, Bobby's here. Who else I've got there? Come on board, people, and just mark yourself present and say, I am present. Augustina, I want to send you much love and our unoffendable son, David Daniels. Well, David, if you are like that, you would make a very good candidate to be mentored. And I'm so glad to hear that. Simone, how are you? God bless you. Uh-huh. I'm so glad to hear that Camille, she took her first class today in training to be a flight attendant and she got a 96 there. Prophet Troy, welcome. We missed you yesterday. Um, but glad to have you on today. So all of you that are coming on, I just want to say welcome. Remember that we are an on-time machine. So if you're not there, I'll be there. Can somebody say that? If you know that you are an on-time machine, just post there and say, I'm always on time, unless it's something, pressing or something that you could not avoid. So Gladys, welcome, and all of you. We just want to welcome you. We have Judith and her two daughters there. Oh, your first test. Okay, 3 more weeks in Texas, and you're going to be on the flight. Who knows? I might meet you, Camille, in flight on American Eagle. So I am looking forward to that. Ayana, JL, Matthew, all of this family, that's four of them there right now. Three daughters, all of how many daughters you have is three, right? Judith and Philly Garrow, is so good to see you there. Oh, Troy he's always driving, picking up his kids at that time. So that explains it. Okay, Prophet Troy there. Who else? Oh, you got four daughters, Judith, and one son. So you have five children like me, but I have four sons and one daughter. Okay. Now, listen, folks, I'm glad to be with you all. I could have still just, Jennifer Jeffers, God bless you. I could have still taken the time off. The honest truth is, I love sharing with you. It ain't because I don't have nothing to do, you know. My wife has a lot of things that she wants me to be doing. You see me on the morning program. I'm in the office basically all that time, catching up with a lot of things that I have to be doing. Oh, Ayana, you are the one who live in Antigua. All right, God bless you. I'm so glad to have somebody in Antigua watching with us on the both the live and also on the School of Wisdom. How many of you enjoyed yesterday? Let me just let you know, I enjoyed yesterday so much. I enjoyed the interaction that we had. You are welcome, David. You know, when you enjoy what you are doing, that's half of the job done already. And so, you know, it brings me great satisfaction and fulfillment to see people growing in wisdom. This thing is going to take us places. Yes, Simone, I enjoyed it. Catherine said she enjoyed it. Well, I have another um, uh, aspect to bring out on the program today. Wow, Judith, she leads worship at the church. God bless you. Brenda, I'm glad, and all of you, Gladys, and all the others that are coming here and saying, you know, we want to make it interesting. I don't like boring. And you know, I was saying to myself, I try. That means you were listening and just don't pass a fart. That was Arlen. Is Arlen Sutton there? I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Teddy Myers because I did not go on YouTube to see who is there. NG Grell enjoyed it too. I want to see oh, yeah. Augustina had to listen to the replay because she was at work there. All right. Before I get, and let me just tell you all today, none of you are going to get who wrote the devotional. None of you are going to guess the person who wrote it. So I'm going to be reading it a little later. But this is what I want to bring out today. And today, it's from a positive aspect. The pet peeve was a negative aspect in our encounter. Today, I want it to be a positive aspect. So this is what I want to do, and I want to be able to hear from you, okay? We're not talking about pet peeves today there. I want you, we're going to discover some things from this proverb for today. Excuse me, something just went there. Amen. All right. Oh, Gladys, it was after the program. You remembered why I was laughing so much. Oh my goodness. Alan just, you know, I'm laughing at a part of the joke that I did not bring on air because Oh my goodness. Because my wife came knocking on the glass door, that separates the studio from the main um, living room there. And my some of you might not know why I'm laughing. She came and she knocking on the glass door, and I wouldn't tell you the rest of it. Okay, all right. Some of you, no, I didn't say it before, Gladys. Yeah, I said about she coming there, but I didn't tell you all what what she was what she was doing. But she came to make sure that I saw her and knocking on the door. Love, if it's not too early, child. If you laugh early, the rest of the journey is going to be great. Amen. So, okay, let's get on with it because I want to be able to hear from you all there. Roots and culture, you love my laugh? Wait until you hear my wife laugh. There's some people I just love to hear them laugh. Oh my goodness. There's a brother. Oh, that's you talking about, Gladys. How you remember that? When did she share that? It wasn't that one, Gladys, but I know what you're talking. I was very people. Let me just say this: I was very, very troublesome, very naughty. Did I ever share some of the jokes with you all? Some of the things that I did when I was small? I mean, if I told you, some of you might change your mind about me. But that was, Avril is with us there. God bless you. In my village, some of the things that I did to some people, I mean, I'm very open, people. I'm very down to earth. Somebody was telling me, that they're very transparent. I said, well, I'm very down to earth there. Oh my goodness, if I say something there, you all might think, Apostle, you couldn't be like that there. I was very, very mischievous. I would always be thinking, I was always thinking about some mischief to do to some people. I am so tempted to share it with you all. I am so tempted to share it, but I don't think I don't think I'm going. I don't think I'm going. I'm trying to listen to wisdom. What she's saying. Should I go or should I not go? Should I say it or should I not say it? But since you all are not asking for it, yeah, Judith, it wasn't that. But yeah, some of the things that I did, I was a teacher. Did I teach you, Judith, at school? I can't remember. I can't remember. And some of you remember the sleeping pills issue. Yeah, you all heard me talk about that. People, I wasn't easy. I wasn't easy. I'm just holding it back. If you want, you would have to call me privately. And Catherine and NG Grell Ariel and Gladys, they're asking me to share it there. I it's not a sinful thing or anything like that. I was just plain mischievous. So that's basically what it was. The mischief that I did, and a lot of it You want me to share it, folks? You won't change your mind about me, right? If I share it. Okay, here goes. This is from my past life. You know, a friend and I, I'm glad they said they're so funny here privately. This is class, people, and so we could share. Some of you might have had those moments too. So let me just tell you what it was there. It was a friend and I. We were very, very good friends. So we climbed a mango tree and we ate mangoes. We ate mangoes. And you know, when you eat mangoes, it really helps your bowels. And so what I did, we we were on that we were on that we were on that mango tree. I'm trying to hold myself. You know where this is going, right, April? We were on that mango tree, and you know there was in the mango a branch went this way, huge, and my friend was above, and he had only one way to come down. I was really troublesome, you know, mischievous, not wicked. You know. So what I did a number two, people, and I took a brush. Oh my goodness, this is so gross. I took a brush. I took a brush. I took a brush and I splattered it all over the trunk of the mango tree where he's supposed to come down. And there's no other place. There's no other place for him to come down. So I took that and I just plastered it all over up to today. Up to today. Yes, Joseph, Judith. Up to today, I could see the face of my friend, folks, up there, and this whole place is just splashed with number two. Up to today, I don't even know how he got done, honestly, without touching it. Oh my goodness. It was all over the place. That's why I told you I was very troublesome. But some of you never did anything like that, and so on. So I'm the only one. And that wasn't the first time I did that. I did it two other times. I did it two other times to people. No roots and culture. He couldn't jump. It was a huge mango tree. Mango was. It was a huge mango tree. Huge. He was on this side, so he could not. He wasn't a monkey, so he couldn't jump any other branch to be able to come down there. That's what I was. Very, very troublesome. I'm not sure if my sister is listening. Mabel, she listens to the morning program. And one time we were in St. Croix. I tell you, well, at that time I was saved. At that time I was saved. And I said, Mabel, come. I want you to see something. So I brought her and I said, look at that up there. And I brought her to an ant's nest. She never forgave me for that. Why was I like that? I just I hear you, April. I just loved but to prank people and to be able to do some of those things. But now, I don't do that anymore there. But I'm not sure if any of you did anything like that there. But that's how I used to have my fun growing up. Michael, you have to go back and listen to know because my eyes are just wet right now, just laughing at my own jokes there. Nobody farted. It was worse than that, Michael. You got to go back and just listen. All right. So are we okay? All right. Now, how many of you have not changed? You Augustina said about her paternal grandmother was a very sterner woman, and people would try to pick up fruits. She plastered the tree with poop, and the guy got all plastered with. So you see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. This is something else there. So, all right, I got my medicine. I gave myself my own medicine. You all didn't give it to me there. But this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to be able to put that there. This was my light moment. Troy, I guess Troy was saved. Troy was saved from a child, so he never did. I mean, when you look at Prophet Troy, it's almost like he never had a childhood growing up to be able to do those things there. But yeah, I had my fun, people. And I could share so many other stories with you. So many other stories. You would laugh. But that might have to be when we have in the birthday that I could share some of those stories. So if you're not gonna be at the birthday, you're not gonna have that there. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Roots and Culture. Now you know, and now you love me there. So, all right. Some of you maybe never had a childhood growing up. Me, I had a childhood. I was a child of the woods. We would be out there in the woods picking fruits, drinking coconut, being by the river. Oh my goodness. I had a good life. In that thing that you try. Try as you came, and I remember your story. Oh my gosh, I remember your story, Troy. But we're not going to share it there. Oh, Prophet Troy has a very funny one, but he's the one that's going to have to do that. The birthday celebration April is going to be in St. Thomas. You could just take a flight from Antigua and just come over to St. Thomas and celebrate with us there. All right. So you could maybe one day on the program when we switch to Zoom, not switch, but also have Zoom, we'll be able to give some of you the opportunity to be able to talk and to be able to share some of the things there. Oh, you're in Houston. Oh, I'm coming to Houston next month. By Prophet Troy. I'm coming there. If he could put up the date, then you would know. I'll be there this Saturday morning. So you could check that out. You know what I was going? Yeah. You know, that Augustine is talking about climbing trees, going to the river, learning to swim. That's where, listen, I climb trees. I climb coconut trees. We used to climb so much coconut trees without any shirt that your chest would be bruised. We lived on coconut. And we could make it happen, April. We could make it happen. And I had, apart from the abuse, apart from some of the other things, I enjoyed growing up in the country and just living off of fruits. When I used to go to school in my village, I lived so far from the school that I would just go climb a mango tree, fill my gut with mango, and go back to school. I remember that. I remember doing that. I had a very, interesting life there. Prophet Troy posted the date there, April, is the 22nd of March, Saturday morning at 9:30. So you could come join me and bring some of your friends there. But because the time has gone and because I gave you all of my some of my jokes there, but I do have a whole lot more. I've lived an exciting life, people. I've learned to laugh. You see, like how I was laughing at myself. Well, I was laughing at the guy up the tree there. So, um, uh, some people ask, was that a sin? No, that wasn't a sin. That was just having fun. Okay? So I want you to know that I'm just thinking about you, Troy. Maybe one day you. Oh my God. Forgive me, people. I hope some of you, I hope some of you could laugh. I really hope that some of you could just laugh at things. You know, there are so many things that I could allow to stress me, to cause me to be sad and everything there. But I choose to laugh, people. I choose to have joy and to take care of myself in that sense there. All right. So I am, Judith getting jealous now. Um, what I was going to ask you, but maybe we'll leave it for next week, the Lord willing. What I was going to ask you was um, to just share, but I want you to think about it for next week, the Lord willing. We won't be able to have a class next week, Wednesday, because my wife and I will be traveling to St. Thomas for my birthday. Troy, you could laugh at it now, man. Oh, Mayo didn't go that far, Troy. Mayo, oh my goodness, people. If I have to sit down and give you my life story, you would end up laughing so very much. Not a dull moment being with me there. Okay, so this is what I was gonna ask, and you can think about it for next week because if we do it now, it's gonna take too much time, and we would try. I need your comment to scroll up because every time I look at the screen and I see it, I want to start. I want to start. Okay, okay. This is what I want to talk about. You know, yesterday we spoke about, your pet peeve. I wanted you to come on, but let's leave it for next week, but think about it now. I wanted you to come on and to be able to just share with us what it is about life, something that excites you, a simple pleasure or something, but you just know, whether it has to do with other people, whether it has to do with yourself. So it's not something that irritates you. It's something that brings you joy, that makes you happy. Excuse me, whether it's something you see in other people, whether it's just something in life that you just love. Because personally, folks, I just one of my pleasures in life, among a lot of them, is to be able to have people that I love around me. I just love that. I love the company of good people. That's one of my pleasures in life, to be able to have sweet, fellowship and so on. But Brenda says for her, it's family time. That's nice. And so some of you can hold it for next week, the Lord willing, or if you want, you can go. Foster Camille says hula hooping. Yeah, I saw in church she was starting a group with that. Hula hooping and dancing with others, just doing activities with others. Avril says, me too, I love entertaining as well. So, excuse me, next week, the Lord willing, we are going. So remember what it is that you love, and we are going, because that's how you get to know people. That's how you get to say, wow, I never knew that about you. I never knew that, excuse me, that you had that pet peeve. I never knew that this is something in life that you love. Brenda says, "Oh, have you seen her do that, Brenda? To see her hula hooping, she is very very passionate about that." Okay, now let's get to the devotional for today. And first of all, it's not me. So don't bother to think it's me. Listen to this. The topic is light versus loved. Light versus love. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 24. It says, a man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Oh, that's where you saw her. Okay, now let's go into this here. It says one thing about going to a new place of residency, school, job, church, or visiting a new destination, such as an event, function, or workshop. Oftentimes, you may want to connect with someone else other than yourself. So you initiate conversation, show kindness, and find common ground to try to establish a relationship with someone. All right, let me just pause there. And let me just ask you, how many of you, it's difficult for you to make friends? It's difficult for you to initiate a conversation. How many of you? Or are you that person, you make friends very easily? That's a good devotional, that you are able to initiate conversation. You are not intimidated. The reason that many people cannot start a conversation, it's because oh, somebody is right. Okay. Okay, that's from Pastor B's children. Okay, yeah. The reason sometimes you can't make a lot of friends is because uh, you know acquaintances and so on. You don't have to be friends with them, but you have to learn how to hold a conversation with people. So, what this person is sharing there is very good. Ray Clark, good to have you. So, listen to what they say. It's always encouraging to know that you are liked and that others want to be around you. How many of you would say amen to that? Because if people, Bobby Rafter, it's difficult for you. If people don't like to be around you, that's a problem. You have to begin to look inwardly and ask, what is it about me that dispel people? Is it your breath? Is it your body odor? Or is it just that, you do not emanate a right, you do not give out nice vibes, as it were. Sometimes I could just simply see people and just know they have a nice spirit about them. And many times I tell them that. And there are some people, they are very unapproachable. And so that's why sometimes they don't have much friends. They are not very likable. So let's go back to what this person is saying. They say, likewise, acceptance is welcome whether you are young or old. Based on the continual communication, you might even find yourself growing fond of that individual because of the cultivation and favor you are built for one another. This is good. This is going somewhere. Just as the scripture states above, bonds are not created without first extending yourself to connect with another person. This devotional, I am saying right away, is going to be in the book. Moreover, it's through the ups and downs of life that you can tell if the relationship is seasonal or a lasting, enduring friendship. Ultimately, when our friendship with God stands the test and the trials of time, we can really see that He sticks closer than a family member would in life. He is that friend that said and proves that He will never leave us nor forsake us. Hebrews 13 and verse 5. Now, I can guarantee you that even with the people we hold dear to our hearts, that at times we may want some time and space to ourselves sometimes. However, with the Lord desiring to be with us all the time, is simply amazing. A friendship is not a friendship unless it involves two or more. Just look at the word within itself, friendship. It's two or more individuals in a ship working together. There are so many examples where God has been a friend to individuals in the Bible, in particular, Abraham. He was called God's friend. Now, there's only one thing with this. One day, the prayer is too long. Okay, you know who you are that wrote it. The prayer is too long. So I'm going to have to cut down the prayer in order to be able to put it in the book. So let me ask you quickly. Let's go quickly. That's why I told you, I don't think none of you going to be able to guess who wrote this one. How many of you want to take a chance quickly before we get to our scripture for today? How many of you want to venture here? Let me hear you. All right. Michael Allen said, Abraham. Who is Abraham? Somebody come on board. Let me hear you because I've got to roll. Gladys, wasn't that good? This deserves to be in the book, and that was so good. It's not Sister Marcia, okay? It's not me, not Sister Marcia, not Prophet Troy. Somebody come on board and tell me who you think. It's not Judith either. We read already. Brenda Cunningham. She says, Loveth Loader. No, it's not. Sorry. It's not Bobby Rafter. Come on, I'm waiting. Go ahead. Multiple choices. You could take your choice from all the students and on there. I'm looking. Who do you think? Come on, people. I've got to run. I've got to run. But this was very good. It's not Miranda Harris. Come on, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I want to see if somebody would get that. Judith said it's N.G. Grell. People, if I say some of you wouldn't guess who wrote this there, it means it's out of the ordinary folks that you usually call. It's not Catherine Thomas. Anybody else want to take a guess very quickly before I get in there? Okay, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. It's not Karen Winston. It's not N.G. Grell. It's not Michael. It's not Mashishi. It's not Katina. Hello. Come on, people. 30 seconds just about to be up. It's not Ria. It's not Michael. It's not Utilda. I told you none of you would get it. And that is where I should offer a prize just to be. It's not Roots and Culture. Come on. Do you know who it is, people? Give me a drum roll right there. I was tempted to read one from Michael. It's not Joseph Angol. All right. You ready for who? Not Valencia. I told you all. Not Avril. I told you all that none of you would get it. And so I could have offered a big prize because I would have to take back my prize there. It's not Kathy Winston. As a matter of fact, she's not usually on the School of Wisdom. And not Augustina Defoe. That was close. Not Linda Thompson. But let me tell you who it is there. The pastor from Pakistan? No. Let me tell you who it is. It is, who is Sherman? Listen, it is Camille Foster. Camille Foster wrote this there, people. My goodness, isn't that something? I'm going to just shorten the prayer. And one mistake that I saw there, one thing that I need to just take out there, one word. So Foster Camille, can we put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, and let's put our hands together for Camille Foster, and let her know we are just so very proud of you, Camille. I'm just so very proud of you. So I had to go and search for some of the devotionals, and I came across Camille's Foster own. And Camille, that was a great job. And we just want to say congratulations. How many of you think that it was well done? Great job, Camille. And like I said, very proud of you. Okay, but now we got to get to Proverbs chapter 13, because I have a number of verses that I want to be able to share with you. Now, one of the students brought something to my attention, and I'm not sure any of you notice that. And that's why we say we need to be able to study this thing. When we approach it there, we approach it seeking revelation. And you know, this person, and I had not even seen that until they brought it up to me. In Proverbs chapter 13, in the Passion Translation, there are 25 verses. 25 verses, and only two verses. I need you all to listen to this there. Only two verses do not have the word but. But appears 23 times in Proverbs chapter 13. Can you imagine that? 23 times. Only two verses don't have but, to contrast what the writer is saying. And it's verse 14 and verse 20. That's right, I'm glad it's wow. Only verse